First of all, I would like to extend my warmest regards to His Excellency, the President of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traoré, and to thank the Prime Minister and his entire government for the warm welcome that has been extended to us since our arrival. To convey to him the greetings of all the Senegalese people, headed by His Excellency, President Bassirou Diomaye Diakhar Faye, who kindly authorized this mission at the invitation of my counterpart from Burkina Faso for two purposes. First, a visit to participate in the celebration of a great and worthy son of Africa, a member of the League who has illuminated for several decades all the patriotic, Pan-Africanist and sovereignist struggles of the continent. That is to say, the late President Thomas Sankara, who will be celebrated tomorrow through the inauguration of the mausoleum dedicated to him, but also a working visit with my counterpart from Burkina Faso on a number of themes of cooperation between our two countries. And it is in this context that we had the honor of being received by the President of Burkina Faso, who granted us a lengthy meeting during which we were able to review a number of issues, first and foremost security-related issues. On behalf of President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, I would like to convey to the entire Burkinabe people the solidarity of the Senegalese people in the face of this ordeal that has been forced upon them, which they did not choose, but which has been imposed on them. To convey a message of unwavering support to President Traoré, to his entire government, and to the Burkinabe people in their fight against this terrorism that has been forced upon them. To consider every possibility for collaboration and support in the face of this ordeal. Because it is an illusion to think that when Burkina, Mali or Niger face this ordeal, it will simply remain within the borders of those countries. We all know that our destinies are bound by history and geography, and that none of our countries can be spared from this scourge if it continues to spread across West Africa. And that is why Senegal, beyond simply expressing solidarity, will not rule out any form of collaboration to support our brothers in this ordeal. Within the bilateral framework as well, we should consider continuing this collaboration, which is already very rich, with about 20 agreements between our two countries and about 20 more agreements currently under discussion that should be finalized quickly in order to strengthen not only our bilateral cooperation, but also our multilateral collaboration within the space we share together. I was very pleased to listen to President Traoré, who for several minutes explained the situation to us and also demonstrated the resilience of the Burkinabe people in the face of this ordeal. He reiterated his openness and that of Burkina Faso to remain a force for African unity within the sub-region, and a driver of openness in both economic and security cooperation. Because I tend to say that this continent has only these two challenges, and everything we must do should revolve around that. Obviously, for a country like Burkina, the challenge is even greater, having to meet economic demands, which are demands for all peoples, but especially for the peoples of Africa, while at the same time having to deal with the security crisis they are experiencing. What is important is the openness, that we have felt more, the willingness. We are no longer in a closed world, let alone in a sub-region, And we thank them for this attentiveness, this attention, these expressions of solidarity, of brotherhood with the Senegalese people and with their brother, President Bassirou Diomaye Diakhar Faye. And we leave this palace completely satisfied, known and reassured about the future of collaboration between our two countries.